As we continue our look at the COVID-19 pandemic through the eyes of first responders, we recognize National EMS Week. This year's theme, EMS, Caring for Our Communities. And that's exactly what they did during the pandemic. When COVID-19 erupted, first responders were pushed to the limit and hospital emergency rooms were bursting at the seams. The challenge, get people to the hospital that needed to be there and keep the rest safely at home. Ambulances needed to roll to patients that needed them. And the question was how to make that call. As Heath Allen shows us, some unconventional thinking combined with state-of-the-art technology provided a whole new way to see through the eyes of first responders.
Hi, my name's Stephanie. I'm a paramedic with New Orleans EMS. I understand you're not feeling well today?
It's like a moving train and you're just trying to intervene and slow it down and get it stable, and yet you don't know the course that it could take. And it's scary at times.
We're told that that person was actually admitted here at the VA hospital on Friday with flu-like or pneumonia-like symptoms.
COVID hit like a hammer. Suddenly, ambulances were rolling nonstop, emergency rooms overflowing with people with COVID, and so many more who just thought they had it. EMS and the 911 call center had to come up with a way to tell the difference on the front end.
We had to throw any new idea at the wall to see if it's stuck.
Certainly one of them did. EMS teamed with the Orleans Parish Communications District, taking advantage of Carbine 911 and advanced public safety technology, creating live, transparent emergency communication between the New Orleans 911 call center and the people in the community fearing the worst.
My name is Stephanie. I'm a paramedic with New Orleans EMS. I understand you're not feeling well today?
Yes, ma'am. I'm not feeling so well.
What's going on?
About a couple of days, all of a sudden I got a sudden spike in fever.
A team of EMS paramedics inside the call center triaged patients virtually, face-to-face, as those 911 calls came in.
That, to us, was a lifesaver.
Deputy Jennings, a veteran on-the-street paramedic, knew what to look for. One of a team of 6 from New Orleans EMS stationed inside the call center who could quickly determine who needed that ambulance and who needed to go to the hospital.
We could see them, triage them, see their signs and symptoms, and decide what way was best for them.
It freed up a bed at the hospital. It freed up an ambulance that could be going to someone who was short of breath or someone who was having chest pain, or, mind you, we still had car accidents and violent crime going on. And yes, it freed up those available resources at the hospital and citywide.
911, where's your emergency?
The move immediately took pressure off paramedics in the field, lessened the strain on the hospitals, and those 911 callers who did not go to the hospital, well, they weren't forgotten.
Put them into our 311 system so that the staff here at the Orleans Parish Communications District could keep an eye on these folks, could call them throughout the week and make sure they were getting better and weren't getting lost in the system.
New Orleans EMS and here at OPCD, we have become international role models on how to do this.
The move gave a whole new definition to first responder. This team, literally first of the first, dealing with life and death.
I would
Pressure,
suggest
distress, intense,
you just have the flu.
and you can't save everybody.
I had a call with a lady who was very short of breath. We were triaging her to see if she needed an ambulance or if we could give her some resources to try to free up the hospitals as much as possible. Unfortunately, she was very short of breath and she died on the phone with me talking to her.
These are our true gladiators, our heroes under the headset. All emergencies, no matter how large or small, will start and end with emergency communication professionals in this building.
But as the COVID-19 pandemic winds down, New Orleans EMS healthcare professionals, well, they're leaving. And the question is why? And what's being done to stem that tide? We'll get some answers through the eyes of first responders. Heath Allen, WDSU News.